And recently what has happened in France, firstly we condemn such attacks on civilians, which is very un-Islamic, and especially against the teaching of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On the other hand, we need to inform the non-Muslims, those who are in media, that the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the essence of our Iman. There are more than 1.4 billion Muslims around the world, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is dearest to them more than their children, more than their fathers, more than anyone else. As the hadith says, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. That none of you can become a complete believer till you love the Prophet ﷺ more than your children, more than your parents, more than anyone else. But unfortunately in the West, because of the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, they want to express their views, and when they do, by drawing cartoons, na'udhu billah of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it hurts our feelings. But Muslims are being told that we need to teach non-Muslims the true essence of Iman. When there are extremists in our society who want to give a wrong image of Islam, then it is a need of this and age that we as individuals, we try and counter-attack that image and beautify and portray a beautiful image of Islam. And this only comes when we are, as Muslims, when we learn about the Prophet ﷺ. You know, I was listening on the radio, and the host was asking a Muslim, okay, why is it that drawing a cartoon and then writing the Prophet Mohamed at the bottom hurts the feelings of many people? It's because, first of all, to draw the image of the Prophet ﷺ is incorrect, it's forbidden Islam. Even if someone was to draw a very beautiful face of a very handsome man, and if he was to say this is Prophet ﷺ, we will condemn that as well. Because no one can draw the image of Rasulullah ﷺ. And to draw a cartoon and then to say this is Prophet ﷺ, and making the Prophet ﷺ center of their mockery, disrespect, dishonoring the Prophet ﷺ, it hurts the Iman of millions and billions of people around the world. So we need to somehow inform the government to lay a law that it prohibits any person to ridicule any leader of any religion. If they were to draw a picture of Isa alayhi salam, Jesus alayhi salam, we will condemn that as well. If they were to draw a picture of Musa alayhi salam, Moses, we will condemn that as well. If they were to draw a picture of any leader of any religion, then we will condemn that, because it hurts the feelings of other people. And Islam is such a religion that it doesn't want to hurt the feelings of the people, rather Islam wants to unite people. Islam wants to spread peace. Islam wants to spread love. They need to understand that the Prophet ﷺ lived among Meccans for 40 years. And before he propagated deen, before he even called people towards Islam, the kuffar, the idol worshippers, they already knew the Prophet ﷺ was Sadiq al-Amin. The Prophet ﷺ is most trustworthy and the most honest person. And everyone knew who the Prophet ﷺ was. That when the Prophet ﷺ said, I am the Prophet of Allah, some people didn't hesitate. They said, we've seen the character of the Prophet ﷺ, we've seen his conduct, his behavior, his life, and we know that he can never lie. But who will inform them? Us. It is our responsibility. You as individuals who work in an environment where there are non-Muslims, it is your responsibility to portray the good image of the Prophet ﷺ by first acting upon deen ourselves, and then informing others who the Prophet ﷺ was and is.